Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, there's a lot of sleepless and tired people this morning in Chicago, but the happy ending, at least for the Northsiders, and so we'll all see what kind of celebration is going to happen in Chicago. And as far as the grains are concerned, we've got beans and corn up a little bit, wheat down a little bit. The other markets, crude's a little higher, gold's lower, and the dollar's a little bit lower, and so there might be some evening up after the recent movements in the markets after the Fed did not raise rates, but did talk about possibility of more data suggesting that down the road they should raise rates. So we'll see how that kind of unfolds. Yesterday crude was hit pretty hard with the U.S. supply higher than expected, and then we're also noting that overnight Egypt is allowing their currency to float. The currency dropped about 40%, and that could raise the cost of Egypt buying wheat to bring it in. It's not expected to have a big impact on wheat prices, but it could be one of the reasons why wheat might be down a penny overnight. As far as the news, later today we'll have another private estimate of the U.S. crop production, and down the road we'll see what that impacts as far as the USDA's report on November 9th. The trade is still looking for a bearish soybean report, kind of neutral wheat and corn reports. We also note that weekly export sales today, about 500,000 tons of wheat, maybe 800,000 to 900,000 tons of corn, and maybe another 1,200,000 to 1,500,000 tons of beans could be announced in sales. On one hand, it sounds like the farmer selling is beginning to slow here in the U.S., which could be supportive. On the other hand, there's talk that the export demand may be slowing for any new sales, especially as long as South American weather is favorable, and that could offer some resistance to the marketplace. Weather-wise, we're still in this pattern here in the U.S. with normal to above temps, normal to below rains. South American weather looks good over the next 2 weeks. I guess the one part that we're watching pretty closely is the drought that's going across the southern third of the United States and the impact that might have, especially on the wheat that needs to germinate, get up, and get ready for the winter. Funds yesterday, sellers of beans, meal, oil, corn, and wheat, and they continue to add to their corn and wheat short, and now short meal, still long beans and oil. So might take a nap this afternoon, but after that we'll see what kind of celebration we can put on the north side. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.